slide. Let's keep the squad. Big Pat, Sharon, Dante, the Dark Child. Drop the stacks on them. Drop the facts on them. It's Hurricane, baby. Let's get it on.
Hey fam, it's your man Dante the Dark Knight, and welcome to the post game. Our Philadelphia Eagles, it's not official yet. They are losing at the present moment 20-14 to the Washington football team. And if the Washington football team holds on to this 6-point lead, they will win the NFC East division and go on to play in the wild card round, host a wild card game, that is, next week. And barring some type of miracle, it looks as though that's what's going to happen. 44 seconds to go. 44 seconds to go in the season, and I mean,
players are pissed. There's things like on Twitter. I'm not on Twitter, but I saw it on in one of the groups. Said, "What is this? Where's Jalen? Why they take Jalen Hurts and put this guy in? Like you don't understand. A functional tanking team.
yeah, that was a tanking team, and I was kind of surprised myself. But hey, nothing really surprises me in this season of mishap. Nothing surprises me. I wish this was a game that was being used as judgment on what kind of job Doug did tonight. I wish that was a part of the criteria of tonight's game.
Yeah, man.
I'm meaning I hope that his job is not that etched in stone that he just is being brought back automatically.
Yeah, this is a tough one. It's not as tough as you know what. It's just like you got gangrene on the pinky toe, and you've been waiting so long. You wanted to get rid of the toe. You were so attached to the toe. You're finally getting rid of the toe. It was finally getting rid of the toe. The
Giants
toe
fans
fell
are
out.
pissed.
Yes, they are. They are.
Pissed. They are
Still,
snapping on Twitter.
hey, Michelle,
Snapping.
Starkville looks terrible.
They was like, did the Eagles hate us more than the Redskins? Like, no. Just ask Doug why he did that, why he took Jalen out.
Man, for real, forget them. Forget them. I don't care if they're mad or not. Shoot, I don't care about this damn game. They
Me
can be mad all
neither.
they want.
Me neither. Stay mad.
Yeah,
Yo, he
Oh.
didn't
man.
look out. Zach Ertz got beat inside. He didn't say look out. He just looked at him.
All right, let me go to some comments out here. Angel says, "Do you think we can get a new quarterback in the draft?" I doubt if that's going to be a target of theirs. I guess it's going to all hinge upon what they do with Carson Wentz in the offseason. It may not be outside of the realm, but I doubt if they use their first round pick for a quarterback. I doubt that. Sulema says, "Oh, shake my head. Oh well, what do you expect?" Exactly, Sulema. This is last game of the season, nothing to play for, and you could see it. And there was nothing to coach for, and you could see that was evident in the way Doug called this game tonight.
Let's be honest. I mean, the Giants are really our rivals. So is the Cowgirls. I'd rather have the Cowgirls and the Giants not in the playoffs than the Washington football team if we're not going.
Yeah, I really don't have
Yeah.
any skin in the game here. I don't care. I don't care. Um,
Where's he throwing it to? What is he
my
throwing?
son says with the sixth overall pick in the NFL draft, the Eagles select.
Don't we
They
get fifth?
select.
Don't we get fifth because we
No,
lost?
it's already set. Everything.
Nah, they said it's already set.
So we get number.
Unfortunately, we still get just the six.
Six? Okay.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yes, Sudfeld got to go. He can't be the backup if all we're gonna have is Hurts and Wentz is gonna go.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
That was his tryout. That fourth quarter was his tryout for backup, and he failed.
Well,
He
then he
failed.
fell miserably.
Did he?
Yeah. He's not good.
Oh
Oh man, I wish
well,
I
it's
could.
over.
It's
It's
over.
officially over.
It's finally over.
Season's over for
4,
everybody,
11, and
My
except the
1.
Redskins.
this slow misery
Hold up.
unfurling
Let
week
me
after week of this season is finally over.
let me
You
get
got
some of this.
wine.
No, I
You
got
got
some.
Ripple.
I got 20. I got Mad Dog 2020. I got
Banana
I got whoever's willing to sponsor us.
Bread.
I know I got some cheap champagne that I left over.
All right, so we're gonna, I guess, toast to the season being over and us
How
being
about
put
that?
out of our misery.
It's about time.
Hot
And
garbage. It is hot garbage,
it's
Sean.
hot garbage
Hot flaming garbage.
in a dumpster fire,
Hmm.
all wrapped up into one. It's over. So let's give. I guess we can toast Jim Schwartz going out the door. Also, we thank him for being the
Ripple.
defensive coordinator for our Super Bowl winning team. Even though that's the game he took off, was the Super Bowl. They took the Super Bowl off. They gave up like they stopped no one, no
Yeah,
one at all.
we got a
But
fumble recovery. How about that?
yeah, I guess that was big. They came up big when they had to. But Jim Schwartz, good luck to you, man. See you on your way out. Take care. Thank you very much.
Don't
Down the
let the
hatch,
door
three,
hit
two,
you.
one.
Oh my bad. I didn't mean to hit that by accident.
Oh, I thought you were hitting that for us because we definitely did this season.
No. If I want to hit something that we suck, I hit this one.
Oh no! We suck again!
uh,
You know what? This game
Yeah.
is this season has taught us a lot about this team, about this makeup of this team, and what we need. And one comment said it in our pregame show. We need a lot. This draft alone is not going to rebuild what this team needs to go forward. This team needs more than just players. It needs people that come out there to play with some heart. It needs some people that definitely go out there and compete and not out there for a check. I mean, if you got to move positions just because somebody got injured, just move and don't ask for no actual raise. We got to stop pandering to these older players just because they helped us in our prime. No, it's time to move on from these guys. And if one thing that teaches about this season is that the older players, yes, give them the roses one when you can, but gotta know when it's time to cut ties with them. And I believe we need to keep on that same harp that Joe Banner did in the early Andy Reid era, where you got 30 years old, you're out the door. It worked for us, didn't it?
right, no doubt. Some comments out there. So when are we going to see you guys again? Well, we come on in the off season. We'll take a couple week break here between since the end of the season. But we do come on our regular scheduled time on Thursdays at 7 p.m. So we'll still do that. We just won't be on the game days, of course, because the season is over. Bill Crow says, "Don't be mad at game. We all knew this was coming. Dudes on fields I never heard of." Exactly. It's not a shock of what happened tonight. Come on. You couldn't have expected a highly competitive game, a seriously taken game. Nah, wasn't going to happen. Zellers, my bipolar done kicked in something ugly this season. Chuck says he wants to punch Doug in his skull. Why? We should have been punched Doug. I mean, don't wait for the last game to want to punch Doug. We should have been punching Doug upside his head all season. But no, it's over now. And hopefully, I don't see anything changing because nothing's changing outside of the defense might be better because we're getting a new defensive coordinator. But we're going to keep the same coach, same general manager. And if nothing changes, then nothing changes. I don't see where this big miraculous turnover is going to happen. Doug is coming back, and he might not have as talented a roster as he have today because they have to strip this thing down. They got to let some old players go.
Man.
They got to lighten the load a lot in the form of the salary cap. We're way over the salary cap, so there's going to be a lot of faces that are going to be new here next year, and it's going to be interesting on who they decide to keep or re-sign, draft, or whatever. This team is going to be, it's going to look markedly different as far as the roster is concerned, and that doesn't impress me. nor does the fact that Doug Peterson is going to be the head of that roster, whatever they provide him with. What do you think? What do you think, Michelle?
Whew, I can't call it. I mean, I hope we bring a lot of the young receivers back. I think there is some potential there to develop some of those guys, between Quez and Rager, Fulgham. What happened to Fulgham? Where's Fulgham? He's like, where's Waldo?
Yeah,
He
it's
still
still
leads the
So
league. He leads the
right,
team in yards this year.
right, and I would let JJ Ortega Whiteside go, frankly, and to keep the rest.
Oh, he
I,
balled out today. What you
yeah,
mean? This
you
man,
know,
he
okay, but
JJ Ortega
we can't
Whiteside.
keep
So you know
all
what?
of them. We're
DK
not going to
who?
be able to keep all of them. We're not going to be
I
able to
know.
keep all of them.
I
Who
I
would you
kind of
get
agree.
rid of? Who would you get rid of?
JJ Ortega Whiteside.
man. He would have
Right.
been gone. He wouldn't even have been here tonight if it was
You
up to
know,
him.
uh,
him, D-Jack, and Alshon are going to be the ones that have to go.
yeah.
They're taking up money. They taking up space. So,
He had
we,
2
we do
receptions
have a lot of
today
work
for
to do.
40 yards. He had a 30-yard reception.
That's great.
He
So that
was
that will bode
balling.
well. That means maybe we can get a lineman for him. Who knows? Who
Well,
knows?
we do have some linemen coming back this year. We do have, I mean, next year. We do have some guys that were injured that will be back on the roster. Brandon Brooks in particular, Lane Johnson.
Mhm.
Jason Kelsey is up in the air whether he retires or not. Maybe he gives it one more go. And yes, we do need to draft some younger guys, but we did find a gem in Jordan Malata, who's
We
going to be
did
the future at the left tackle. I don't care
for
how much
sure.
they invested in Andre Dillard. Jordan Malata is a monster on that, and he only can get his ceiling is only he only get better in that position. From a guy that played rugby football to starting to play pro football and being able to do things he has done, he's going to be the tackle for this team going forward. It all matters what we do with Andre Dillard. Do we trade him? Do we move him inside? What happens there?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, a lot of questions to be answered. And again, we have Doug to head this team, uh, and, and 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 that's to say that the reports are true. It's just not etched in stone. He still has to meet with the owner on Tuesday, and but according to the reports coming out of the locker room, it seems as though his job is safe. He actually even said that in one of his press conferences this week. He said he
Wait a
feels
minute.
very confident
The,
that he'll be back.
Dark Knight, didn't he say that last year about my Grow? Oh, I feel confident he's gonna be back. And the next day he was gone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro was out.
right, bro was out of there. Well,
So
this
as
time
much
he was
as
speaking about himself, and hopefully the same thing plays out. That's what I'm hoping.
I,
Doug, it's nothing
yeah.
against you, Doug. Here I go again.
who's going to be our
It's not
DC?
you, it's
That's
me,
the
Doug.
question. If Schwartz is leaving, who's going to be our DC? Is it going to be an upgrade over Schwartz?
I know that's a
Who
big
is an
question.
upgrade over Schwartz?
Lovey Smith,
Lovey,
D'Amico Ryans.
that's two. We need at least 3 or 4 to interview to see if they even want to come here and
You
do
know
an
Yeah.
what I'll do? I will have a list of guys for our Thursday show to talk about because it's a lot of guys that's going to be fired. There's a lot of guys that's going it's going to be available from the college ranks, and you don't see those names until after the actual seasons that they become available. So there are quite a few guys that can become available. The one guy I do want to see us go after or try to go after is Major Applewhite.
Yeah.
He is a trending guy in the college football ranks. He's been pretty good for a long time. I would like to see him there.
Could we get an OC out of the college football ranks?
That's him, Major Applewhite.
That's what you
Oh,
talking
he
about?
would be
Oh, he's
OC.
He'll be the
Okay.
OC.
Not DC, he's OC.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the
Who's
OC.
he the OC for?
Right now, I think he's the OC for, if I'm not mistaken, Oklahoma. I'll look it up for you right now.
Clemson's OC.
Oh, he ain't going nowhere. he
He not leaving. You don't
ain't,
think?
he ain't leaving.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah,
Somebody
let's
said
see.
Alabama's OC.
He got hired. He's going to Texas. He
Oh,
is the OC for offensive coordinator for South Alabama Jaguars, but he was in Houston. He was he was head coach at Houston when actually Greg Ward was there. So he was He had dynamic offense.
All right. So Eddie says, okay, Doug will get an OC, but he'll start calling plays on defense.
Yo,
All
if he does it, I will come down there my doggone self and slap him.
right. Eagles really disappointed you. They disappointed the whole fan base this year. Are
Come
you
on
kidding
now.
me?
Yeah. We're
I
all
was
disappointed. This is
I was
embarrassing.
way
Yeah, we're done.
overzealous with this season coming up, but I had us at 13-3. So
Yes,
you
you
think
did.
I
you're surprised?
Nate Sudfeld.
Oh,
Oh man, we would have had Nate Sudfeld in the game.
we keeping Wentz or letting him walk. Well, we don't know. He's already demanded to be traded. He says at least word is that he says the reputation between him and Doug is irreparable.
I hope they
And
don't drag that out though. I hope
It's-
this Wentz
yeah.
saga, whether he stays or goes, is settled before the draft because that's still a long time. They need to settle
Mm.
this like in the next 30 days because who wants
I
to
think
sit
it's just
back and
talk.
have that?
Yeah, I think it's just talk. I think it's just media bringing something
Because
up.
you're not going to be able to focus on rebuilding
True.
anything
yeah,
until the Wentz situation is settled. Because that's
Hmm.
all reporters are going to want to talk about. That's all people are going to want to talk about. That has to be the first piece of the puzzle that we figure out if he's staying or if he's going.
wow. Because don't get it twisted. If they decide that he goes, um, it's not going to be how he's going to get the best value. Don't think that he's just going to give this
Oh,
guy away.
he
You
want to
better
get a
believe.
killer deal.
Yes, he's going. You're going to pay for Wentz if you want Wentz. So just be aware of that he's not going to let him go for pennies on the dollar. You can kill that noise. So there's a lot that still needs to be done in that situation. So I wouldn't hold my breath that it's going to be something that's going to be a knee-jerk reaction. It's something that's going to probably take a little time. Even if they come to the conclusion that they do want to move him, they're not just going to give him away for peanuts. So
Yeah.
that's going to be a process in itself in finding suitors for Carson Wentz out there. Let me see. Yo, I hate all of y'all. Even the shell call me
Oh,
Dark
the
Knight.
hate. Oh, the hate.
I'm set.
All right,
I'm
let me give you the
still
draft order real quick before you
all
go
right.
into draft order as of right now is set. It's Jaguars #1 overall. They need a quarterback. New York Jets. They need a quarterback. Miami Dolphins. That's up in the air as far as a player. Atlanta Falcons. They need a linebacker. Cincinnati Bengals. They need a offensive lineman. So that's the offensive lineman is gone. We're after that. We're number 6. And best person available. So there you go.
Yeah, we got a lot of positions. Jacqueline says, "Who needs one? Someone does. He's not bad, but he's not good here anymore." Yeah, I can. I agree with that, but I think that there's still a chance that he could be good here, but not him and Doug are not both going to be good here. Him and Doug are not going to both be good here. It's either going to be one or the other, but they're not. I don't think that they can coexist anymore in under the same roof on the same team. So one of them got to go. And it sounds like I don't know. The reports just sounds like Doug Peterson might be the one that wins out and he's coming back. Um, we have a lot to uncover in the offseason, starting with that quarterback position. I don't think it's going to be something that's going to be done overnight, but wow, just listen. Tomorrow's just going to blow up. It's going to be a storm fire.
Yep.
Talking about Wentz and him wanting to be traded, and the word is that he's willing to work out something to make it uh, easier for the team to trade him. So we have to wait and see, man. This is incredible.
Yeah, it's a wait and see thing. Excuse me. I don't really think I don't pay too much attention to all the reports that are coming out about how he is and what he wants to do. I'd rather see what happens. Sit back and see what happens. But for the future of our team, I mean, we have to get under the salary cap for the new year. We got to worry about that. We got to worry about what positions of need we need to address. I need to take a look at some of these guys, especially the guys that opted out this year in college football, who may be some targets. It's a lot to unfold for us.
Yeah. Frank says, I don't care. We need points. Draft one of the top 2 receivers. Ted Wiggins heads will roll on Black Monday.
They
Yes,
already
that's going
rode.
to happen.
They already rode. Black
Yeah.
Monday already started.
Frank
Started
Reich
late Sunday.
will get Wentz in Indy. That's a possibility. Um, and then you got to think about. Well, I guess he doesn't really have a say on where he goes, huh? Because
Nah.
I heard you say New England earlier, and
Mhm.
if I had a choice, I wouldn't go to New England. I would go
Why
to
not?
Indy. I mean, because they don't have anybody. I mean, they have
Man, listen,
they have the Hall of
they
Fame
have
coach, but nobody. Tom Brady had no one to throw the ball to his last year. Cam Newton had no one to throw the ball to this year. And just because you sign Carson Wentz, I don't see where the wide receivers are. There's still nobody to throw to. So if I had my choice, if I was Carson Wentz, I wouldn't want to go to New England unless they showed me something better on paper than that. That's nobody.
well,
No, they have
if
nothing.
if a team is willing
We
to
have better
say
receivers than New England. Let's
if a
put it
team
that way.
well we do if a team is willing to say, you know what, Carson, you can come here, you can be our starter, you have to do this and that, and we need to talk to the organization. I mean, as a player, I'd be like, okay, cool, I'm out. Please.
No,
But
I'm talking
like I
about if I
said,
had a choice, like
uh,
if it was like Indy or I know he's not a free agent. He's really at the mercy of whoever we deal him to. But I'm saying if I had a choice and I was looking and you were about to deal me to the Patriots or Indianapolis, I would choose Indianapolis at this point. That's what I would do. And I got a history with the coach too, and we got some weapons. And I might be the only piece that's keeping us from going far, maybe to the Super Bowl. No, New England's a couple pieces away. They're not
yeah,
that close.
you got to realize that New England had a lot of players, especially their defensive players, opt out this year, and they had some big name players opt out this year.
Yeah.
Uh, so that plays a big part of what they did this year. Uh, Indy, I mean, right now we can't be focused on Indy because they're in the playoffs. Like they're not even worried about this right now.
Right?
The
Yeah,
Colts
yeah,
are in the
yeah.
playoffs, so they're not even worried about that right now. And two, the situation arises where they're no longer uh, playing for the Super Bowl, playing for the in the playoffs. So I mean, we're just looking at being realistic and looking at teams around this league, and really, it's only three. The third one is dark horse. It's the Jets.
Oh, yeah, true.
Hmm.
Yeah, true.
We'll
I guess
see.
they.
On the in the
Maybe Denver.
Twitterverse,
Maybe Denver.
Skip
I just thought
Skip
about that.
Bayless is going off
Yes.
Oh
on
yeah.
Doug. He's mad. He said Jalen Hurts would have won the game. All caps. I can't believe he's yanking Jalen Hurts. It should be 17. Oh, when he didn't kick that field goal, I knew. I was like, we done. I
I
was like,
know.
Hold on.
Doug is back up on his BS, and he's not even trying to win this game at all. But yeah, Colin Cowherd. A lot of folks have been snapping.
I don't know why though. Like what? What do you want? He's, you know what I mean? That his job. I mean, he didn't have any interest in winning this game. No interest at all in winning this game.
It didn't make
It's
any.
not going to save his job. It's not going to. It's not going to decide whether he stays or leaves. He had no interest in winning this game. If anything, it helped them out more by not winning. So I don't know why they're mad. I mean, I understand the Giants fans and
Yeah,
and
I
all that.
mean,
I understand that.
I'm disappointed. I'm not mad as they are, but I am disappointed he didn't let Jalen finish the game. I feel as though if he's going to be your future, you should have let him end on a high note and
Right.
try and get another W under his belt. But
No, we need a six pick.
No, we need the
you
six
know,
pick.
you know what? I'm a diehard Eagles fan,
what's
and
the between sixth and ninth? Seriously,
Howie
the way
Roseman,
right?
Howie Roseman.
Howie Roseman.
That's my point.
So
That's
his
my
track
point.
record with a top five, well, I think it's a top
Top
eight
10.
picks. Yeah,
Yeah.
top 10 picks are much better
It's not
than.
better. Yeah, yeah. When you don't
Well,
have when he
okay,
doesn't
So
not
have
you
much
get to
to
that
prove.
ninth pick, now you're looking at him actually have to make a real decision. Like he
Right.
really has to make a decision now. Now, if he makes a decision, oh, do I pick this corner over this lineman from USC or ooh, let me get the tight end from UCLA instead of getting a tight end from Florida. Like this is decisions you don't want him to make. It's just like
I don't want him to make the decision at pick 6. So
well, he's
Yeah.
going to end up making a decision unless we bring somebody in that's going to take that
No, they
position.
got Dorsey, man. We got Dorsey. Don't forget about that. Dorsey's in the building.
John George
So
Dorsey, and I told you this, was the dumbest guy in the world when he picked Baker Mayfield first, then picked Denzel Ward fourth. He could have had Barkley at number 1,
yeah, he
Lamar
could.
Jackson at number 4, or Baker Mayfield at number 4.
All right. Well, he missed on that one, but his track record is pretty good.
Yeah,
He did. There was a lot out there. You know, they had the top 5 pick a lot of years, and he helped stack that team. They got some good players over there. They just need a person to put it all together. Maybe it may be coming. It may be starting to come together this year because they made the playoffs for the first time in a very long time, and we're going to see the Cleveland Browns in the playoffs this year. That's incredible, right? Wow. The
when was the last time
Cleveland
that was in
Browns.
the playoffs? That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
For the Cleveland Browns, you got to take a shot. I'm
Cleveland
joking. I'm
Browns are
joking. This is
making
Eagles talk.
the playoffs, and
good for them.
Indianapolis is making it. Frank Wright is going to the playoffs. I'm just trying to go under
Tennessee.
Andy Reid's coaching tree.
Oh,
Buffalo is in the playoffs. Sean
Bills,
McDermott
Bills,
is in the
Bills are
playoffs.
balling. Bills are balling.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting.
Arizona got knocked out.
Yeah, they
yeah.
did get knocked out.
No Kyler Murray.
Kyler
Uh,
Murray.
what's my man?
Oh, that was
Chicago
hilarious.
made it. Chicago made it. Nick Foles is
No,
going
they
to be in the
didn't.
playoffs.
They got knocked
Yeah.
out.
No, they didn't. They made it when somebody else lost. So they're going to be there.
Stop.
Let me look at this, man. Playoff teams.
That's
See,
what they
this,
said
this,
on
this is
the
what we need.
halftime show.
This is what we need when we start going live and like our locations. We need an intern.
I know.
Oh, for sure.
No, I got that off of the NBC when I was watching the Eagles game. They said it at halftime. But
Howie's
so
not going anywhere, y'all. Y'all could keep yelling into the
Nah, he's not going.
interwebs, but he's not going anywhere, y'all.
He gets one more year.
all
All right,
right,
we got
Chicago.
yeah, it is
17
Chicago.
years for the Browns. Yeah.
It
Wow.
was Chicago because the Arizona got
Yeah,
knocked off.
Arizona lost, so Chi-Town is in. See?
hmm
All right, thank you guys.
Oh, so yeah, Arizona losing got Chi-Town in. Okay.
Yep.
Right. Are Cowboys still them boys?
let's,
I
let's,
mean,
let's take a
that's
shot for the boys.
that's the silver lining. Their asses ain't in it.
I gotta do one
Ah,
for those guys. I really gotta do. Cause I got a guy to come on our page when we done, and always talking about. I can stop talking about Eagles talk. He always does that because his team was alive and he was a Cowgirls fan. So finally, Reggie Butler, you're sitting your ass on a couch next to us.
no, Howie's not going to be going
Uh,
anywhere, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's not going to happen. I would love to see Lewis Reddick. Like I would love to see that happen in Philadelphia, but that's not going to happen. He's going to go somewhere else and help them out tremendously. We're
Yeah.
going to be stuck with Howie. Like we said, they hired Dorsey. Hopefully his role is going to be increased now that the season is over and now that it's known that he's on the staff as a consultant. Maybe they turn over the draft to him. And I wouldn't be against that. I'll be for that if they turn the draft over to him and let Howie just do contracts and salary cap negotiations and trades and stuff like that. I can go for that. Give Dorsey control. Let him pick the talent. He doesn't have a bad track record, and we need to hit. I mean, we need to hit on more than we miss on. Let's put it that way. With this draft coming up, we need to hit on more than we whiff on. I mean, we do so bad where I mean, it'll be great to find a Pro Bowler here and there, every now and again. That wouldn't
Yeah.
be, but I'd be happy just to have contributors. I mean, players. I mean, solid. Provide some type of depth. If we can't find a potential starter or something like that, but we've been our drafts have been kind of bare, man. It's been kind of bare, and now we find ourselves in this position that we're in now. We don't have a lot of talent coming up through this system here, and so this draft coming up is going to be important, and who's running that draft is even going to be more important. So, phew, a lot that's going to have to happen in this offseason, man. A lot. But we can all agree that we don't want to see Howie make any picks, and
No.
we want to see
We
Doug
don't.
Peterson
We
with an
don't.
OC. That's what we want to see. Our biggest things. We already got one wish in the offseason. Jim Schwartz is gone. We don't have to worry about that. We do
That's
have to worry
crazy,
about
though.
who they pick next. But we got one of our wishes. Jim Schwartz is gone. So now we just have to wait to see if Doug gets an OC and Howie doesn't do the draft. That's what we're waiting on.
We are terrible. We got a top 10 defense and we wanted our DC gone.
Out
Other
of
people,
here.
other people would kill for that.
We
Wow.
know what he brings to the table, all right? We know what he offers to us.
No,
He
no,
gets
no.
you that steak that's not seasoned, that steak that's in the back. The butcher say, "As it's the beef round. It's the worst part of steak that you can eat." And say, "Here, this is delicious." And not only does he cook it all the way through, and it's well done, it has no
Ah,
flavor, it's no season, and say, "Here, this is delicious." We know that it looks good from far away, but it's not. It's not everything that we want here,
no,
and you
Fool's
no.
know
gold.
that.
Fool's gold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fool's gold. It
that's a
looks good.
soft ass defense. Let's be real. Soft.
Yeah, no,
All right,
no.
listen. I don't know how much y'all. I know y'all not drinking. I gotta get up in the morning, but I wanted to do one to our Philadelphia Eagles. Even though we only won four freaking games,
All
the
right, yeah,
season
we'll
is
do.
over. This
And
pain
this
Still
is
is we're
gotta,
over.
gonna do
still
this out
gotta
the
ride with the gangrene.
I do.
yeah.
I
We're
do.
gonna do
Listen.
this and we're gonna ride this out. We will be back on Thursday at 7 o'clock. By that point, it should be a lot of other talking points. Um, we'll see if Doug is actually here. We'll know by Thursday if Doug is still around because Black Monday is tomorrow. We'll be talking about Jim Swartz. I mean, the sports talk. We'll be talking about Jim Swartz and Carson Wentz wanting to be traded and all that. So we're gonna have a lot to talk about Thursday. But for right now, man, we do think our Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, it was a disappointing season, not anything that any of us expected, but it is over. So cheers to our Philadelphia Eagles 2020. Well, that bitch even took over our teams and fucked them up. So, you know what I'm saying? 2020, I'm so happy you're gone.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
2020.
Down the hatch. 3, 2, 1. I'm your man, Dante the Dark Knight for Pat and the Shell. We'll see you guys Thursday. Y'all be easy. We're out. Peace.
Peace.